Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I've been missing in action, and that's about to change.
Why don't you tell these people where you were and what you were doing?
So guys, it's been raining quite a bit, and I have not been able to go on the bike. I had some issues with the carburetor, had a friend come out, tear it apart, and it happened to be a lot of mud and dirt, so I've got to learn how to clean my own carburetor out to keep the bike nice and tuned, or stay away from the bogs, which is kind of hard for me to do. But anyway, in this episode, we're just going to not do a ride. Today's Saturday that I'm doing the filming. Tomorrow's, I plan on giving a little bit of a ride out to Bruderheim, Alberta for a little bit of roosting. So hopefully we'll have some of me on my bike shortly. But in today's episode, it's all about customizing some bike, well, actually accessories. I'm not doing anything to the bike. I'm building a boot dryer. So those that know me, I go in a lot of water and stuff like that. It's been a really wet year, so wet boots is part of our riding style. Even if you're on ATV and side-by-sides, it's just been so wet. So I'm going to come up with an idea, well, if I come up with an idea to build a boot dryer. So in today's episode, we're going to go in, I'm going to build it, I'm going to show you how I designed it, make sure it works, and I'm going to try a newly acquired set of Alpine Star Tech 7 boots on it, and we'll see how it works. So this boot dryer can not only dry boots, but also I'm designing it so it can wash boots as well, especially on the inside if they get full of mud and muskeg. So guys, let's turn the camera to what you need and get this project on, and I'll show you what it's all about. I picked up a set of used Alpine Star Tech 7s. They seemed in really good shape. They're a little bit older, but they have all the buckles there. There's no wear and tear, no holes or anything like that. And I also got my a spare set of Tech 3s, but when they get wet, sometimes they're gone for a day or two, or probably almost a week before they get to be dry. So that's why I'm building a boot dryer. So what you need. So I picked up a bunch of stuff at the local hardware store. I went to Home Depot and picked up all this stuff here. You're looking at about $60 or so for this complete kit. Looks expensive. You could probably buy a boot dryer about the same price, maybe a little bit more. But this one here will have some features that the boot dryer won't have. Namely, it can wash boots out as well. So I haven't really tried it out. It's an engineering feat that I'm going to go with. But so far, what you'll need is probably 2.5, 3 feet of PCV piping. You can get the thicker stuff. I went to the thinner stuff just so the water will squirt out a little bit more. You need 1, 2 of these types of couplers. I'm not sure what they are. That's a 4-way. That's a 3-way. And then some 90-degree couplers as well. And then some caps. You'll also need to get some adhesive and then a cutting tool. The other stuff that I am going to get is this one here. That one there, you can do a hose attachment or a dryer attachment. It kind of screws in and out. So anyway guys, it looks like a little bit of a parts bin, but let's put this together. I'll show you the function and how it works. So the first thing we need to do is grab a boot and kind of measure it. Now motocross boots, for the most part, they're about the same height depending on the size and all that. So I'm going to kind of measure it off. So what I'm going to do is put this one pipe in the boot. And so basically you can stand it up like that. Put it right down to the end. If I want to do a better job to it, what I'll do is put the cap in it. So it doesn't really matter actually, the cap, because that's going to go at the top. And so I want it, so what it's going to look like, it's going to have this here like that. So the boot's just basically going to go up at the top. So put it upside down, and then it's really not a big deal. You can kind of say how far do you want it to stick down. I'm going to stick it down maybe about 2 or 3 inches from the top there. Not sure if you can see that good the way the camera is on there. So I'm going to go, there's a nice little mark of G, and I'm going to just kind of notch it out there. I'm going to pull it out. So then I can put the boots aside, because then the other two are going to be the same width. So try to do it as straight as you can. Okay guys, I built the center section, so that's the middle of it. Boots fit over top of these holes. That's where the water inlet, which I'll build later, and the drying outlet will go. The bottom there will just be another leg attachment for stability. You probably could get away with just 2 of these then. I kind of overthought it, so which is not bad. I can get some refunds on it, which is easy because I kept the receipt. So let's go ahead and finish this up and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. Well everybody, there's a final product. So you don't need 3 of those the PCV piping. You only need 2. I made it very compact so it can fit in small places. Bring it in your truck, your car, and it'll be easy. So the only thing I got left to finish is I've got to basically seal it up so it doesn't leak. I'm going to be using this, and then drill holes for the water and the air circulation device that's going to go in there. So you can put a hose in here, and then the water is going to go up in it, pressurize it, and then squirt out the top, which will eventually wash out the boots. Or you can put a dryer, a hair dryer, or something that can blow air in there, and again vent it to dry your boots. So that's kind of the idea that I have. So I'm going to go put the boots on it and see how stable it is. Again, it's not glued up. So let me put the camera down so it stays balanced, because you'll have a weight and balance issue if you don't. So let's get this going. Perfect. So that's basically it, guys. That's it's nice and stable. Of course, it's going to be there. If you want to make it a little bit more stable, you could probably put some weights in the back there, take that off, put some sand in it or whatever. It's going to be full of water though, so I'm not sure how to plug those up. I'm sure I can run something in it eventually if I decided that it's going to be a problem. But that's basically a homemade boot dryer for my Alpinestar Tech 3 and Tech 7 boots. Let's go glue it together, drill the holes, and we'll at least test it out. Well, there you go, guys. There's my professional boot dryer and washer all in one, right from a Soupy Socks engineering invention. As you can see, the water does squirt up. It didn't squirt up at the top as much as I'd like to. I'll see how to increase the pressure, or if a pressure washer will be a little bit better. So there might be some future engineering changes to the wash system, but the dry system works pretty well. A lot of air pumps through it, would probably dry your boots out in a few hours or a day. At least it'll keep them a little bit damp, so if you do ride the next day after being totally submerged, water won't be squirting through your toes as you're walking, because my Tech 7s and Tech 3s do not dry out very fast at all. Not sure about yours. So let me know if you guys just prefer to buy yourself an off-the-counter one that's pre-made, or if you want to do a custom job like I did. When I returned some of the extra parts that I bought, because I overbought, which is fine, I got the receipt, you're looking at a refund probably about $40 for this invention. So guys, I will link the description of what you need for this exact model, and yeah, feel free to leave in the comments what you use for a boot dryer or washer, or if you just do it the old-fashioned way and let them air dry out. So if you're new around here, welcome to the adventures. Hope you're enjoying this channel and this episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, and do all that other sort of fun stuff. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be out roosting on the RM125, and I'll be testing out my new Tech 7 boots, new to me Tech 7 boots, and also giving you some Soupy adventures. adventures. So guys, stay loose, have fun, and we'll catch you on the next episode.